kind of, in preparation for this talk, had a think about what diversity actually meant to me in terms of visual communication. So, my inspiration for this was actually one of our clients. This was a Vector, which is it does technology in schools. And I was looking at the covers of some of the work we put together, and I was seeing lots of diverse people, lots of black faces and mixed race faces, and flicking through the document. And this got me thinking in terms of, as people who, when we choose images in visual communication, what are we reinforcing, what are we contributing to? Is there a supply chain in terms of what we put out there, in terms of setting up positive or negative or stereotypical kind of visions of what people are? The thing that really interested me is mixed race. I have noticed, and this is again an observation, not fact, that I'm seeing more and more mixed race people in advertising. I'm seeing more and more mixed race people, maybe in lieu of black people. So that's interesting. So I was like, okay, what's that mean? Okay, I'm going to read this bit because I want to get this right. I was in research to this. There was a professor called Santa Ali who said, racially mixed people are a hot commodity in today's consumer market. To be mixed race is in as an ideal global culture that is anywhere. So what he's saying is that mixed race people somehow sit in this everywhere field, that we are exotic in a way, which is really handy. From a commercial perspective. Maybe that's why you're seeing more and more mixed race faces. When I cycle home, I cycle up the Old Kent Road, and on the Old Kent Road you have this ginormous, huge, I don't know, gazillion sheet poster. It's huge, and it's this girl, and she's the girl of Marks and Spencer's. This, I don't know if you've ever seen the trailer for a movie called Precious. And one of the lines that really, really got to me was this one, which is, I wish I had a light-skinned boyfriend with real nice hair. So, the diversity dividend. There is some kind of equity in being racially diverse. There is some kind of equity in terms of it engages people in a way which is interesting. It engages in a way which is actually relevant to the people you're talking to. But also is a risk in terms of maybe you're setting up a paradigm saying, black people are always hard to reach because every time you read something about hard to reach people, there's always a black face on it. So maybe every time they're thinking about something which is aspirational, there's always a white face on it. And I know that's not entirely true, but they are the associations that seem to be borne out by the statistical study. So, conclusion. I mean, it's difficult to say. Am I happy that there are black faces, mixed race faces in design and materials? Absolutely. What I'm concerned about, and something which I'm actively thinking about, is to what extent are we using those faces cynically? What extent are we actually looking at the life cycle of the people who look at those images at the end and causing them to have implicit associations which are detrimental to their future? Saying, actually, I can't be in this industry, I can't be that because my skin's not right, because all the marketing tells me as such. I don't know, but this is why we're having a Q&A afterwards, I guess.